Last weekend, some people just panicked. You had all this type of thing going on, and you expected me to come out and preach a whole message about it. The whole time I'm looking at it, my wife would tell you, I see it, and the shower's going, I'm back there, pray. Because what God is talking to you, he's talking to me different. He's talking to you about one thing, but he's talking to me different. He's talking about you about how could this happen, and some of you evil, you wanted it to happen. And yeah, that's right. That's right. But the whole time God is telling me, don't you know that I set this up? Don't you know that this was an inside job? I set it up because if he's going to get in office, I got to change his walk with me. Yo, you don't want, because it's already done. You know he gonna go in. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But so God said, so if I'm about to shout all over this. If he's gonna get in there, then I got to show him who I am. Because if I show him how I am, his pride is going to lower. That proud look is going to lower. He's going to understand that just because I'm a billionaire, my life is fragile. And without God, I can do nothing. So if he's going to be in there, I got to do something that's going to change the way he talk, that's going to change the way he walk, that's going to change the way he act. I got to change something in the man. I got to change something in the man. So I'll let a bullet graze him. I want to... I'm seeing Jesus in it. See, you don't realize what God does. God, listen, when somebody want to take you out, and they have the ability to do so, but all they do is get to your jacket and cut a piece off. Oh! Oh! Do you see the arrogance of Saul? The pride of Saul? Do you see how something in him changed when David cut the end of his skirt and then said, hey, look, this is how close I got to you. This is how close I got to you. You just don't even realize that even my men that were with me said that God delivered me into your hand, but God told me no. God told me no, because how can I do this thing against God's anointed? That means, it doesn't mean you right all the time. It means God's choice. Y'all didn't catch that. Because if you look at it, the Spirit of God had left Saul, but he was still God's choice. The Spirit of God left Saul, but when he left Saul, God still allowed him to be king for a little over 20 years. So that was God's choice. It doesn't mean he was right. It doesn't mean he was filled with the Spirit. Anointing means God's choice. Anointing means I got a job that's very important. And I know you really ain't right. But since you're going to be there, I have to change your attitude. Oh, y'all, listen. What did Saul say? Oh, David, you are better than me. Saul said, David, you're a better man than I am. And then guess what he says? May God bless you when you become king. Do you see the effect of him knowing how close he was to death? Change his attitude, change the way he talked. Before David was playing before him, he had a javelin in his hand and said, David, you get out of here. I throw this javelin at you. To bless you, David. Bless your kingdom. Oh. See, no, you want me to get into all this stuff? I'm a soldier. If I got to go to war, no man that's in a war. Somebody say, oh, you a soldier in the army of the Lord? If I'm warring against something, then I can't get caught in the web of the affairs of this life. That what? Why? That he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. So now, if I get up here and preach to you about Democrat or Republican, left or right, and walk out those doors, I'm not pleasing the one who chose me to be a soldier. Because if Jesus said you can't trap me in it, give Caesar what belongs to Caesar, but give God what belongs to God, then surely who am I